Yay. Welcome to volume 298. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer who needs to have his microphone over here. There we go. And I'm glad to have you along for the ride. It's Wednesday. I know it's been, a week and a half since I did a video. The last one was rough. Thank you so much to everybody that commented, that sent emails, that texted me, that called me, dealing with the 1 year anniversary of my dad passing away. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate that. Let's see, just to catch you up, not even sure I talked about it before, but I'm on a jury. I had jury duty. They sent me a notice last year in February, about this time, and I was just home from the hospital, so there was no way I was going to be able to do it. So we got it pushed out. What do they call it? Deferment. So I got a deferment for 6 months, and the second deferment. So I got another notice, and I called in again and said, hey, my health isn't just, I'm just not up to it. So then I thought, well, I'll tell you what, let me roll the dice, because I got a third notice. So it's been a year since I pushed it out, and I thought I'll roll the dice and see what happens. If I show up and or call in and I don't get anything, then I'm done for a couple of years. Now, I don't know why, but I tend to get nailed every couple of years. I get a notice to go in and do jury duty, and I've done it my whole life. So I've been on a jury in the past, criminal case. I've been close to being on juries, and then for whatever reason, let go. I've also had, back in the old days, you just went in for a day. You were there for 8 hours, and if they didn't use you, then you were good. You were done. Now they do the call-in thing here in California, where you call in on Friday after 5, and everybody has a group number, and they tell you what's going on with your group number. And so when I called in on Friday, and this is 3 weeks ago, they said call in Monday at 11:30 a.m. So I called in following Monday at 11:30, and they said, please report to the Santa Ana Superior Court at 1 o'clock. So I run down there, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll sit here for a little bit, and then I'll be able to go home. Within 20 minutes, they did a cattle call, which is when they take a ton of people and they send you up to a specific courtroom, and then you sit in the courtroom and they start doing jury selection. So I was in the first cattle call that was up there. So went up to the room, and that's where people try to get out of it, and they offer, reasons why they can't be there. And it's almost worth the price of admission to hear some of the things that people try to do. And the judge, in her defense, they need jurors, so they can't let everybody that says I can't be here go. And she says, I understand it's a financial hardship. She goes, but it is a civic duty to do it. So they went through the entire, I think we had 6 people left that they hadn't gone through, and I was the last seat on the jury, and they didn't excuse me. I didn't ask to be excused, but they didn't find cause to excuse me. So that was it. I was the last person on the jury. So I've been going Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for jury duty. And then we just found out today they'll let us go early, and no details. I'm not allowed to talk about the details, but tomorrow we get jury instructions and closing arguments, and then we start deliberating. Well, we're going to deliberate on Thursday and Friday if required. So the entire week this week is spent on jury duty. I can't talk about the case. I can't say it's not super exciting, but met some nice people on the jury, made some new friends. It's been pretty cool, and they've treated me really well. They have ADA parking there, so I'm able to not walk the 3 blocks from the parking structure to there, because right now I'm having a lot of trouble with my asthma, difficulty breathing, a lot of wheezing. I'm not sure if it's from the air conditioning in the courtroom, but I've got a head cold and a chest thing going on, which kind of, I don't know, made me feel sort of weird, because on one of the Mondays when we came back, juror number 6 was not feeling well, and during the lunch, or no, I'm sorry, it was Tuesday morning, called in and let us know that he had tested positive for COVID. So everybody in the courtroom had been exposed, and so they gave you the option of wearing a mask, or they didn't give you an option to leave, but they, if you want a mask, you can wear a mask, and they would provide free testing equipment for free COVID tests. And so it had been long enough that I was pretty sure it wasn't COVID. I didn't test for it, but anyway, so just it feels like a cold, kind of losing my voice, that kind of thing. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm hanging. The gym, unfortunately, I've had to put that on hold. It's made it difficult only having 2 days a week where I can get in there in the morning with my trainer. So I think I hit 1 day last week and 2 days the week before. Hopefully, if this thing wraps up this week, then I'll just try and do 5 days next week and kind of get back into it and get going. But I have been eating better. So yeah, making progress in that department. Other than the cold right now and the head cold and the usual side effects, feeling pretty good. So just want to say thank you guys. It's just a quick update, let you know what's going on. And I promise I still have that video coming of our trip to the Birch Aquarium with my granddaughters. I just have not had a chance to, number one, haven't had a chance to edit it. Number two, haven't had a chance to use the new software that I got that should allow me to do a voiceover. And as you can hear right now, doing a voiceover would not be a good idea. God, I used to hate this when it would happen when I was working at the radio station, because I'd have, 4-hour shift, and I would do everything I possibly could to try and keep the throat moist. So tea, little tablets. But anyways, it's getting bad right now. So I will let you go. Thank you so much for following this channel. I appreciate every like that you guys give me, every thumbs up, the subscriptions, the comments, everything. You guys rock. You really do. If it weren't for you, this channel would be pretty quiet. So before I start coughing, I'm going to get out of here. But I love you guys. Thank you for all the prayers and the good wishes, the aloha, the shaka, the good juju, everything you guys send my way. I totally appreciate it. I love you all, and I'll talk to you on the next video.